Welcome back to the Keeping It Real with KC podcast. I, of course, am your host, KC Phoenix, and we're doing a collective tarot reading, not for a specific sign. Take what resonates, leave what does not. If it is not your story, please don't try to make it fit. I'm just a person sitting here reading energy and the tarot cards. You know your story better than I ever could. Okay, so I'm going to use the Kipper deck, and then I will use the regular tarot deck to start clarifying. May I have the energy for the collective? May I have the energy for the collective? May I have the energy for the collective? What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? Official person at the bottom of the deck. Some of you might be receiving some type of news or something. Some of you also might be receiving an upgrade, becoming more official. Maybe you're stepping into a new position. Some of you might be thinking about going into government in the sense of state, like local, state, or federal. Thinking about doing that. Something just said, also I heard two things. Like a university or the military is what I heard. All right, there was pre-shuffle energy, but I don't want to discuss it. I want to see what comes out. Thank you. All right. Anything else? Okay. Anything else? So far I have two cards. Thank you. And it comes out again. Bottom of the deck. Yeah, this particular thing, the main timeline right now is that someone might have to travel somewhere for a funeral because someone might be in bad health. Official person came out again, too. Now, again, this could be some of you where you're becoming an official person. For the main energy of this, I'll discuss other timelines, but the main energy of this timeline, you have official person, you have journey, and then you have coffin. I honestly feel that some of you might have to travel for a funeral with these. With official person, journey, and coffin. And it may be because it's sort of like the last goodbyes type thing is what I'm getting. Now, for others of you, because I know people like, KC, somebody died. That may not be your story. And if it's not, don't try to make it fit. For others of you, you have a situation where you're starting new. That's what this is. Coffin meaning death, transformation. Journey meaning travel. And then official person meaning upgrade or something of that nature. Some of you may be starting something brand new. What I feel in this bad health, it can be literal or it can be a metaphor. For some of you, there may be a situation that you're in that is not the ideal situation. Also, something is saying to me where some of you have tried to ignore the symptoms of a situation, but now it's just like it can't be ignored anymore. So you're going to end it with the death card. And you're going to move away from it with the journey card. And you're going to find yourself with the official person card. Also, something just said to me, an official person might be finding you. Something to the effect of where, because you were holding on, like let's say you were holding on to this situation that was not ideal, bad health, meaning it just wasn't good for you. And you were holding on to it. Because you were holding on to it, this person couldn't make it into your life. But now that you're ending it, and also with this journey card, I heard taking risk. Now that you're taking risk, that person can come into your life or you can become that person. There's room for it. Now, also the number 22 might be significant. And interestingly enough, 22 is a master number. 22 specifically is for the master builder. It is what 22 deals with building things. I feel that for some of you, you're taking control and you're making those steps to start building the life that you want is what you're doing. Now, let's go back to the original overall energy. With this, again, someone could be in bad health and you're going to have to go to say your final goodbyes. I have a feeling that some of you already know who this person is. And like I said, they were more than likely in the military or something else. Something one might say of status. Like maybe they were a tenured professor at Yale or something like that. But that's what this is. And I feel that they're not in your area. That you will have to take a journey to go say the goodbyes. I really feel like this is a final goodbye in general, regardless of the timeline. Whether you are going to say goodbye to an actual person who may not be feeling well, or you're saying goodbye to a bad situation and moving on to something better, is what you're doing. I'll go ahead and clarify this. And see, something, I was moving the deck, the Kipper deck, but when I moved it, one card was not moving. So it showed me what it was. Guess what it was? And it's at the top of the deck. Change. And that's what this is about. It's about change. And now that song is playing through my head. Everything must change. Which I'm sure you know that song. Everything must change. That nothing stays the same. That something. One of the lines in there is that the young become the old, too. So it's that as well. But also with this change card, if you notice, there's a car there too, which also represents travel. So I do feel, regardless of your timeline, there will be some travel. Now, let's clarify this. Can we clarify the energy on the table? Can we clarify the energy on the table? Can we clarify the energy on the table? Something told me to look at this. What is this? Yeah, something told me I didn't know what it was, but something said, look at it. The Chariot when I split the deck. Another travel card. Also, it's a victory card too. Cancer energy, specifically. So somebody is traveling. You're going to have to travel for something, whether it is for saying goodbye to someone who's not feeling well, or whether it is traveling which is connected to your new start. Something just said to me, somebody might be traveling to visit a city to check it out. Where you may be thinking, I'm just making up a city. You're thinking about moving to Orlando, but you haven't really been to Orlando, or you haven't really experienced Orlando. Somebody might be going to a city to stay for like a week just to get a feel to see how things are. And then if it meets their expectations, they're going to be like, okay, yes, this is where I'm moving to. Something also said to me that there might be multiple cities that someone is going to figure out, okay, is this the right city for me? Is this the right city for me? Doing some of that, just trying to get a feel. Okay, that was quick. Yeah, there's some traveling. Page of Pentacles. Earth energy, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Page of Pentacles, pages bring and receive messages, but also Page of Pentacles is about opportunity and learning. Some of you might be going back to school. The traveling might be to a school that you're thinking about attending. Take what resonates, leave what does not, or working at. May I have some more cards, please, clarifying the energy on the table? Thank you. Yeah, lots of movement. And some of you are going to make a quick decision on this. I have the Page of Swords, which is research energy, can also be spying, but that's not it. And also the Knight of Swords. So we have the Page of Swords and the Knight of Swords. Right here. Now, with that, this Knights are about action. And the actions are different based off of what the element is. With swords, dealing with air, it's about swift action. Swords are thoughts and communication. Some of you, this swift action that you're taking now that you're doing the research, this could be you submitting applications. Let's say you're submitting college applications, you're submitting rental applications, you're submitting loan applications, whatever. There may be lots of applications submitted that you're taking action on, is what you're doing. Or you might be taking action booking the hotels to go visit whatever city or cities that you plan on visiting. But there's some type of action that is happening. Temperance is at the bottom of the deck. Also, Swords is air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Temperance is Sagittarius energies. Temperance is about balance and healing. It is also about staying grounded. It is also about alchemy, moderation. It is what this is about. What I feel this message is like, okay, it's all right to be decisive about your action and take swift action. Just make sure that you are being moderate in how you do it. Meaning not all the actions have to be swift actions. It's saying, okay, only some of the actions need to be swift actions. Other actions, Pentacles energy, staying grounded, Temperance energy is like, okay, take time to think on it before you do it. Not every action has to be by a snap of a finger. It doesn't have to be like that. Anything else before I close this out for the collective? Anything else before I close this out for the collective? Thank you. What is this? The Empress. For some of you, and I'm going by pre-shuffle energy because this is the card I was looking for. For some of you, your action that you're taking to move towards something else might be related to a divine counterpart. A person that you might be thinking of starting a relationship, a long-term relationship with, even marriage. That might be why these changes are happening. Because the Empress is here, the Emperor came out in the pre-shuffle. And something said to me, if the Empress comes out, it's going to be connected to a divine counterpart for some of you. That's what this is. Empress is Venus energy, which is Taurus and Libra, but also Empress is the mother of the tarot deck. Cancer is the mother of the Zodiac, so Empress is Cancer energy as well. So, yeah, some of this will be related to a person that is your divine counterpart. But what I feel is that this is the final goodbye. Whether it is you going to see an actual person that may not be doing well with their health and wrapping everything up and making the necessary preparations for the transition, or it is where you were in a bad situation and now it's gotten to a point where it can no longer be contained or salvaged. And it's like, okay, something has to give. And also the Tower did come out during the pre-shuffle, so that makes sense too, as well. But Ace of Pentacles showed up in the pre-shuffle as well. So whatever it is, there's going to be something of significance that comes in regardless of what the event is after this final goodbye. Something of significance that brings more stability into your life. Again, take what resonates, leave what does not. Thank you to everyone who's been watching and listening and supporting the podcast. I sincerely appreciate it. Until next time, be blessed.